And also, we're going to do design, installation, marketing, and maintenance using labor, technology, and capital. We plan to partner with universities and also companies like MTN. We also produce 9 times that of a standard greenhouse and 3 times that of a 9 times that of a normal farmland and 3 times that of a standard greenhouse. Okay. Currently with us, we have our prototype, which has not been completely mounted yet, so it's not completely functional. But here on my tablet, I have the web page. So we're going to mount this later on, and if the judges are interested in seeing, we'll be able to show them how it functions. So currently here with us, we have a local website that we use to access what's happening in our farmland. We have the soil moisture sensors, we have actuators like the pump, and we also have the temperature sensors. All this information is sent live to the web page. Together, let's go green, clean, and intelligent. Okay, we're now open for questions.
You guys still have 3 minutes left for your presentation.
From here, you can see the local website. Currently, of course, the maximum and minimum value. The way the system is intended to work in the future is that our will not have So for local farmers, they will not have to set values.
Thank you very much, Team There. Your presentation time is up. So I think right away we'll dive into your 3 minutes for question and answers.
Yeah, we're in question and answer. We're officially in question and answer. I know you've been asking questions Yeah. So, a round of applause for the presentation before we go to the question. All right, I see this, like I said, I'll focus on the software side of things here, right? You said you plan to implement AI, but at the beginning I saw something like AI on the dashboard. Yeah, so the conflict there, have you implemented it yet? Can you display that dashboard again on the screen? Um, Technical team upstairs.
Just show what we are talking about.
What's the difference between that dashboard you showed us at the beginning and what you're showing us on this app? By the way, is this app mobile or web or it's currently local, but you plan to? Can you put the mic in your, so everybody?
We plan to give it a domain name so that people can access it and probably have
So web. Any mobile app plan? In future?
Well, the plan is to have
We're already in the future. This is 2026. Yeah.
The plan is to have a web page, but for local farmers, they're going to have a dashboard on the farm, on the greenhouse, so they will not have to use their phones all the time. And the the dashboard on
Data, so it can inform other farmers, right?
Yes, sir.
The target market. And what's your business model? You did not talk about your business model too. Your business model, your target market.
Okay, first off, we mentioned that we're planning to.
Or is it free? Is it non-profit?
It's not.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we're planning to partner with AI companies. First off, we could do training sessions where they get to train our engineers to become experts. Or we could also partner with schools, for example, or NGOs who are planning to. For example, you could have an NGO who gives food to a school, for example, but then you could just have them install the greenhouse in that school instead of having to give them food. So this company.
You're talking about. I don't want to waste time. Sorry, Felix. You're talking about partnership. What's your business? What's the business model? How do you intend to make revenue from this innovation? How do you, or is this something you have not thought about? Or you want to donate it free, everybody, then? Yeah, so what's the business model? Well, how do you intend to generate revenue? Because you're talking about partnership with school, with, yes, very important. Because if you're giving money now, this money will just go down the drain and will not generate more money.
Okay, first off.
It's the same question. How do you generate money from your?
Okay, first off, we plan on using the vet to create organic seeds that we can sell in the market. We also plan on selling greenhouse units themselves. So we can sell customizable units, meaning that the farmer can get to choose the sensors that are necessary for their plants. And we also have a different module that we can use for outdoor farms. And with that, you get to use radio technology so that you don't have cables flying around.
So how much will you sell a package of your greenhouse?
This could be approximately 800,000 francs, because the price for production of this one was around 500,000 francs.
Okay,
So-
can you, I see you people have a system there. Is it an IoT system?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us how it functions? Because you didn't have time to set it up. How does it function?
So first off, currently there we have the soil moisture, we have the temperature, and we have the light. We also have the pump. Now the soil moisture sends information to the system, and the pump will take action based on what the soil moisture gets. So if the soil moisture is too low, the pump takes action, or the user can override.
Another round of applause. This is amazing and exciting. Yeah. MCs are the university students ready? So we move straight to the university students. We have six teams, and we go into the closing ceremony. We have a break and go into the closing ceremony from there. Yeah.
So straight away, We want to dive into the inter-university category. I'm going to call on the first three teams so they get ready and pass simultaneously. The first team is Team Mo Health.
For universities, please state your name first and the university you are from.
Mo
Very important. Yeah. Your
Mo
name
Health.
and the university you are from.
Mo
before you
Health.
go.
Greetings, everyone. I am Dam Albright Maya from the National Higher Polytechnic Institute of the University of Bamenda. And this is Team Mo Health. Some time ago, while I was on internship in Douala, we had to go for an intervention in Boya. And so when we went to Boya, we were going to the dialysis center at the Regional Hospital of Boya. And when we got there that morning at about 8 a.m., what welcomed us was this man. Next slide. A dead man. This man was doing dialysis at this hospital. And he did not die shouting. He did not die screaming. He died sleeping. During this process, according to the nurse's report, there might have been different conditions happening in this man's body. Something changed in his heart rate. Something changed in his oxygen concentration. Something changed in his temperature. But these slight conditions went unnoticed. That led to this. Next slide. And that is why today we'll bring to you Mo Health. Next slide. Mo Health is a smart health monitoring system that permits doctors and nurses to keep an eye on their patients. This system is lightweight, it is portable, it is rechargeable. Even with your power banks, you can recharge this system with electricity. This system has smart alerts that permits us to know if there's something wrong with the patient at any particular point in time. And then again, this system works both offline and online. That is, you can use it with or without internet connection. Next slide. What makes this system unique is that first, it has a real-time dashboard, a website that you can use, access on your phone, and access even on your laptop. It monitors 5 key parameters: oxygen saturation, systolic pressure, diastolic pressure, temperature, and then pulse rate. Then again, it is affordable, portable, scalable. It also enables multi-patient monitoring. Because of the kind of sensors that we used, we are able to monitor 7 patients with 1 receiver. That means we're able to access to be living in their homes, sleeping in their houses, and then you might not know exactly what is going on with them. They are not always going to be at the hospital with the doctors every single time. And that is why Mo Health, again, next slide, can be used for home-based monitoring. A patient goes to the hospital, gets consulted, but then as he's going home, if he has a transmitter with him, once he is at home and the doctor needs information about him, he gets to put it on, or he or she gets to put it on. This data that is picked is sent to the doctor online. So his doctor is in his office, he gets to know the condition of his patient wherever the patient is located. And to add to that, even at home, you can have your grandma, your grandpa, your mother, your father, who has these particular diseases. Simply at the comfort of your room, you mount it on them even as they are asleep. And then while you're in your room, if there's anything that is going on with any of their vital signs that has an issue, immediately you are aware and you can easily run to your room to check it out rather than waiting in the morning for something that we all don't pray for. Next slide. Thus far, our business model incorporates our customer segment, which are primarily hospitals and clinics, potentially the doctors and the nurses, government officials, because they are the ones in charge of purchasing, especially we want to do sending the systems to people in low-cost environments that don't have enough money to purchase by themselves. And then again, we have home givers and caregivers. For my revenue streams, we plan to do product sales of the product. We plan to do maintenance and support, because we don't just want to go and drop the product in the hospital and leave. We drop it there. When there's an issue, they can call us to come and do maintenance and support. And then again, training and education of the staff, institutional contract, and then customization fees of the system. Next slide. So our receiver system we built at 15,000 francs, sold at 25,000. And transmitter system built at 30,000, sold at 50,000 francs. Now, logically, since we're going to do a set of 7:1, that is 7 transmitters to 1 receiver, we're going to have a gross profit of 150 per set that we're going to be sold. And so if you consider that at least 10 hospitals take even just 1 set of these, 7:1, we're going to be, back slide please, we're going to be making, please behind. And so if you consider that at least 10 hospitals they get just one of these, we're going to be making 1.5 million. And if you consider 25 hospitals getting just one of these particular sets, and I'll talk less of the number of Baptist hospitals, general hospitals, and even small clinics that use this system. Next slide. And considering that we have an increasing population, and we know what it looks like when you get to hospital, you stand the queue. There are many people who are sick. Many people will go there. We have about 5,500 plus healthcare facilities, and about 70% of them lack real-time monitoring. So look at it for yourself. There's a need for this system beyond what we can see. Next slide. And then again, we plan to go to the market primarily to pilot programs with hospitals. We are already engaged with hospitals, primarily the regional hospital of Bamenda, where we have tested the system about 3 times compared with their standalone devices that they are using, and being able to update the system to what you're seeing as of now. And then we plan to get to the market through digital outreach and awareness, health tech fairs and seminars, community engagement activities, and then strategic partnerships with the right audience. Next slide.
Okay, for our future plans, we are actually planning on integrating an AI predictive module. Here we are not building the system to depend on cloud. In AI technology, we have what we call embedded edge. Us as hardware engineers, that's what we know. Those who build cloud systems, they run on hardwares in China, some under the sea. But us, we are embedding the hardware. That means the system will be able to make its own decisions there without needing to run in any other place. And also, we have miniaturization of the system. The transmitter looks a little bit bigger, but in the future, we plan on making something as this watch so that the doctor wearing it and walking around the hospital will not have any problem. And with the vibration there, can always alert him that definitely this patient is having an abnormality. And for the pilot testing, we plan on engaging more hospitals.
And your presentation time is up. Thank you very much, Team Mo Health.
Thank you so much. Mo Health. Thank you, Mo Health. For university, we have decided to be more tough on the questions we're going to be asking you. And you might feel like you don't know, just say you don't know. One, I'll start with what's your background at the university? Because I want to assess your skills first. Yeah. Electronic engineering. What about you? So what's your role on the team? So you're the biomedical engineer, period. Yeah, you.
The electronic engineer.
The electronic engineer. Where's the software engineer?
I work on the coding. We have other team member. He's also an electrical engineer, but he has more knowledge on
Where is the software engineer?
We don't have a software engineer. The second electrical engineer works on the software. He's skilled with that. He does electrical engineering, but he also has that as a good skill.
You don't have a software engineer, but someone works on the software engineering.
Our electrical engineer is the software engineer as well. Sir.
Okay, I think I prefer that. It combines both software and electrical engineer.
Yes, and we also have a medical
And
doctor.
who developed the application?
The application.
Yeah.
He did on Firebase, because we are saving the data. Everything is being saved.
Okay.
In the cloud.
Now, I have 3 questions. I move to the next one. My first is to ask your skills and background. The second one is, have you heard of HIPAA laws? Because you're designing it. HIPAA laws. HIPAA.
No, sir.
No. Okay, fine. Now, how do you plan to... HIPAA law is not a Cameroon law, so I'm not, but again, if you're doing a mobile health application, I assume that you should know what HIPAA is. It's not particular to Cameroon. You don't know. How do you plan to... health information, anything healthcare is very sensitive, right? What's your privacy? That's why the software engineer is not here, but you guys are on the team, So how do you, what's the privacy and security plan or architecture of this software? Yeah.
All right. Working with this, we are working with natural radio frequency. Our data is transmitted on natural radio frequency on a safe zone. So definitely, and we believe that in the future we can get in contact with cybersecurity experts who will be able to protect this information, because here in Cameroon.
So it's a future plan. Privacy and security is a future
plan.
But you say you have deployed this at the University of Bamenda or Bamenda Hospital.
Pardon?
You say you have deployed, they are using this already in Bamenda Hospital.
Yes, sir. So now the here is this. We have the radio frequency section, and because it's a package, it is encrypted. So when it's transmitted by radio frequency, only the receiver package gets to receive it. That's why when I send radio frequency, you cannot pick it on your phone because only a receiver gets to receive that data. And then when you come to the website, it's currently already launched, but then we are the one to give you access, and so we get to log in just with your credentials already verified as a medical doctor as. That's
And when your colleague was talking, and I'll really put him in a tough situation here. He said something, and I want him to prove it, right? He said this system is not gonna rely on the cloud. You mentioned it in your final, yeah.
I did, sir.
Yeah, you said it's gonna be housed locally on premise at the hospital there.
I mean,
where are the servers? Where are the servers?
So I'm talking about the AI model which is going to be running on this, which we are going to be running the computation on. I said the AI model will not be running on cloud, but will be running embedded.
Embedded where?
Embedded on the microcontroller we're using. On an ESP32, we have AI model. I've actually worked on projects already on that, where I'm able to build an AI model and using TensorFlow.
But the system itself is going to run on the cloud.
The computation, that means being able to make decisions is not running on the cloud. So whatever, transmitting the data and all those ones, they can do that one. But me telling you that this system is able to detect.
I think you okay. I mean, I don't want us to waste time because maybe they have other questions, right? Yeah, okay.
Okay. Me saying that this system actually detected that the systolis is increasing and decided to actually monitor all the other parameters and give that does not run on cloud.
Thank you very much, Team Mo Health.
Hey, do you still have any other? Are you fine? No, let's take one more.
Okay, let's
for
take one more
university,
question.
let's give extra time for the Q&A. Yeah, because for university, it has to be more serious. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for your presentation. I think that was excellent. For the aspect of collecting the data is very excellent. Now, what is the next stage after collecting that data? Because we still have these equipments in the hospitals that they can measure blood pressure during admissions. So how is your system further processing the data, and what is the innovation that you are bringing?
Okay. In the hospital, you can find an electrocardiograph. That's the machine that normally does what we are trying to do here. Those machines are very bulky. So we are bringing it small size. We are bringing small size in such a way that we can have multiple units in the hospital that they can use to attend to multiple patients. So that is, first of all, our innovations. And also in the Western world, you notice that connectivity, they don't have issue of connectivity. So they are able to transmit their data within the hospital without any problem. But here we are bringing in radio frequency, where we pay nothing, we charge nothing. So that is also the second innovation we are actually bringing into this system. And also it is rechargeable. It does not depend on steady power supply. We are in Cameroon and we know how that happens.
So after getting my blood pressure and all the measurements, how is it relevant in your system?
Getting these things, we have built a system. The doctor is in place to actually do the diagnosis. That's why he's the one handling, he's the one that owns your account. He can actually download your data, and then from there he can get your record, how you have been responding to this. And with now our AI models, which we plan to incorporate, we're able to analyze these things and actually give you a better feedback.
So without blood, for example, how is a doctor able to analyze that I'm maybe sick of malaria?
Pardon, sir?
So without blood, just taking a measurement, how is a doctor able to know that I'm sick of malaria?
So, sir, to redirect to your question, we are not trying to tell you what you are sick of, because there are different patients in different ways sick of different things. But then these vital signs are what vary across all of these patients. Are we together, sir? So with this system, we're trying to pick out all of this. So with this system, we are trying to monitor everything that is related to every human being. Because if you have a disease, bet me your heart rate value will change. Your oxygen saturation will change. Your temperature will change.
So it's more of also a monitoring system for
exactly,
patients.
Sir. Exactly. Monitoring system.
Your system,
Sir?
is it supposed to be used just within a particular hospital premises? It cannot be accessed from a distance, that's away from the hospital.
Sir, it can. During the presentation, I made mention of the fact that it can be used in and out of the hospital, right?
No, I mean, when you collect the data, right, where is it stored?
It is stored in the Firebase back end of the system.
Now, can it be accessed away from the hospital? Maybe, where do you come from?
Bemenda.
Okay, so maybe your system is in the regional hospital, and a doctor wants to access it from Bingo. Is it possible?
Yes, sir. So far as the doctor has his credentials on the website, even with his mobile phone, he can just log into his phone to the website and access from wherever he is.
So how is that possible without a cloud?
So it's
Okay, sir. When I spoke about the cloud, I was talking about the running of the system and not where we are storing the data. I was talking about the decisions made by
Because
the
I
system on
think
ground.
Professor was trying to ask you about the storage of the data.
Yes, sir. And this data
So
is
it
stored.
means your system will obviously use the cloud.
We use the clouds.
Thank
We
you.
use the clouds, sir.
And
The final thing here is, what's the revenue model? How do you make money? Who pays? Is it the patient or the hospital that pays? You, or it's free? Charity? Is it charity?
It's not free, sir.
Okay, yeah.
The hospital pays.
The hospital pays.
The hospital pays.
What's the subscription? Is it subscription? Is it monthly standard fee? Is it based on how many patients they have? Just straightforward, because you're living the stage now. Yeah.
all right. Thank you, sir. Yes, the hospital pays based on the number of sets that they get to buy, and then also home users too can also get it as well.